A good sex life isn't about acrobatics, frequency charts, or copying what you think everyone else is doing. It's quieter than that. More human. What matters isn't how it looks, but how it feels, to both of you. Sign number 1. In a good sex life, you feel relaxed, not evaluated. One of the clearest signs of a healthy sex life is the absence of constant self-monitoring. You're not thinking about how you look, whether you're doing it right, or how you compare to some fictional standard. You feel present. That sense of ease usually means trust is doing its job. When your nervous system isn't in performance mode, your body is free to respond naturally. Good sex is less about trying harder and more about not bracing yourself. Sign number 2. You can talk about sex without tension. You can talk about sex, what you like, what you don't, what you're curious about, without it turning into a minefield. That's a strong indicator of health. These conversations don't have to be clinical or perfectly phrased. They just need to be possible. When sex is good, feedback doesn't feel like criticism. Desire doesn't feel like a demand. Silence isn't filled with dread. Communication exists before, during, and after intimacy, even if it's subtle or playful. Sign number 3. Desire fluctuates without panic. In a good sex life, changes in desire don't automatically trigger fear. You understand that libido moves with stress, sleep, hormones, mental load, and life phases. A quieter week or month isn't treated as a crisis. This doesn't mean ignoring problems. It means not catastrophizing normal human variation. When desire can ebb and flow without being weaponized or internalized as rejection, intimacy has room to breathe. Sign number 4. Sex isn't the only way you feel close. Paradoxically, good sex often exists alongside non-sexual intimacy. Touch without an agenda. Laughter. Emotional openness. Shared routines. When sex is the only source of closeness, it carries too much weight. If you can feel connected without sex, and enjoy sex without it having to fix everything, that balance is a quiet sign of health. Intimacy isn't doing all the emotional heavy lifting on its own. Sign number 5. You feel wanted, not used. Good sex leaves you feeling chosen, not drained. There's a mutual sense of interest rather than obligation. Even quick or imperfect encounters carry a tone of care. This doesn't mean sex is always symmetrical in energy or desire. It means there's an underlying sense that both people matter. You're not just a release valve, a role, or a routine. You're a participant. Sign number 6. You can laugh when things aren't perfect. Bodies make noises. Timing goes wrong. Erections fade. Orgasms don't happen. In a healthy sex life, these moments don't collapse the mood into shame or silence. You can laugh, reset, or stop without it feeling like failure. That flexibility is a major marker of psychological safety. When sex isn't fragile, it's resilient. Pleasure doesn't depend on everything going to plan. Sign number 7. You leave feeling more yourself, not less. Perhaps the most important sign, after sex, you feel grounded rather than hollow. More connected to your body. More connected to the other person. Even if you're tired, there's a sense of integration rather than depletion. Good sex doesn't make you disappear into performance or fantasy. It brings you back into yourself. That sense of this fits who I am matters far more than frequency or novelty. That's it in a nutshell. A good sex life rarely announces itself. It doesn't always look exciting from the outside, and it doesn't follow rigid rules. It's built on safety, curiosity, and mutual respect more than technique. If several of these signs resonate, chances are your sex life is doing better than you think, even if it's quieter, simpler, or more ordinary than you expected. And often, that's exactly what makes it good. Thanks for watching. If you found the video useful, we'd really appreciate a thumbs up. And for more of the same and different, don't forget to subscribe.